Going live, you're live. Okay, hopefully that's worked. It says I'm live. We had a few technical difficulties there, but with a little bit of luck, you can hear me. Now, it would be useful if we could have some comments just to let everybody know that you're here, as always. So for those who were expecting Alex's wonderful face, well, you're not getting it because he's not here. Spaniards are here. Looking forward. I wouldn't look forward too much. This could be the biggest car crash in history of quizzes. You never know what's going to happen tonight. But at the moment, we have nobody in the place. So therefore, I'm not going to use a microphone. I'm hoping you can all hear me. I should have brought my headset, actually. It would have been easier. However, Spaniards are here. Alex did tell you all last week that we were going to start at 1:15. So I'm going to hang on a few minutes just to make sure everybody's got a chance to get here. So I'm Gary, what does he always call me? DJ Gary Duncan in the house. And I got the questions. So hopefully we can continue as usual. I actually wanted to come in with a big sort of Alex mask, but he wouldn't let me have one. So it's just my ugly face. Hi from Robert and Rebecca. Good evening. Carl and Hillary are here, the Bardsleys. That's fantastic. So we're getting all the regular names. I'm just going to wait. What is it? 9 minutes past. So we'll wait 5 or 6 minutes before we start, just so we give everybody a chance to get here. I didn't think I would get here quite so quickly as I have done, so I said 1:15 to be on the safe side. So good evening from the Holmfirth Tavern. I've no cake, not a cake fan, so that's a big difference. But I'll stick with the tradition of drinking beer whilst we're doing a quiz. So yeah, let's just leave it 5 minutes, and we'll make a start. Same format as usual. And I'm just making a quick check because I do remember a couple of weeks ago, Alex ended up with all the questions that he'd already asked previously. But yeah, it looks good. Hello, Alison. Mr. Gary, yeah, I like that. That's okay. A bit of respect. I tell you what, we'll start by getting undressed because he's got it nice and warm in here. You'll have to excuse my voice a little bit. I've just spent 2 hours online teaching maths and it's disappearing. So we'll keep it going with beer. Steady, Gary. Oh, it's only the one. It's only the one. Maybe two. We'll see how it goes. So what we got? Round 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. The only concern I have is I don't know where the answers are. Oh, okay, we got the answers. Now, I got a little bit, Alex here, who's this host then? Oh, hello, Alex. I thought you were busy. Oh, you didn't tell me you were just slacking off for the night. I've got to say, I'm a little bit worried because I've just spent the last, since March, 6 months, 7 months, correcting your pronunciation. So the pressure's on to sort of get every word correct tonight. Otherwise, I'm going to look a bit of a plonker. So I'm just having a quick flash down for any words that might cause me a little bit of problems. But I think we're all right. Yeah, we'll be good. Pressure on, yeah. G-A, capital R, capital Y. That's not good enough. I know I teach maths, not English, but I expect better grammar than that. So yeah, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately with all the noise that we normally get, there's actually nobody in the room tonight. So it's just ourselves online. We'll do the usual thing. We'll do the first few rounds and have a quick break so I can try and talk another beer out of the landlord. So things as normal. The only difference is that the quiz master's just slightly better looking tonight. I want to know, Alex, if you're there. I thought you had something really important to do that I was covering you for, not that you actually wanted to have a go at the quiz. I didn't figure that. I'm waiting for, hopefully, my dear lady wife to join, if she's managed to get online. She decided she was going to fly solo and prove that she could do just as well without me, which isn't difficult. Oh, my voice is going to go tonight. I can tell. I'm going to be shouting at you. That's better. Annual leave and football. What? He's had the night off just to watch the football. Well, that's poor. That's just lack of dedication. And I bet he's got cake. Oh, here she is. Helen's here. Evening, dear. Don't forget to get the pizza in the oven about halfway through. Oh. Do you know, I thought this was going to be a major car crash, but actually, touch wood. Is the signal all right tonight, folks? There's no way of telling from in here. Are we spooling or are we good? Nobody's going to tell me. Okay.
Is Helen on?
Yeah, Helen's here, yeah. Oh, brilliant signal we've got as well tonight, your mum says. So, all good. Oh, that's cracking. That's good news. A little bit less to repeat. So we'll give it another couple of minutes. Then I will officially become clear signal. You just look ugly. Well, you married me. Yeah. Say enough. I feel a little bit lacking. I never did manage to get the top. The Holmfirth Tavern top. Apparently they're out of stock. Alex hasn't given me his cap. It's all a little bit lacking, really. But annual leave and football. I can't believe that. Can't believe that. I'm just looking around because I'm just making sure I know where all the buttons are and things. So when it comes to the round, presumably I just type in there and yes. Okay, we're organised. Right, so who we got? The Spaniards are here. We've got Robert and Rebecca. We've got Carl and Hilary, the Barsleys are here. We've got Alison, is it Andrew as well, presumably, and Alex. Okay. My dear lady wife. Dev Ken, I can never remember who that is. Did you get the how-to guide for the quiz? Look, if you can do it, to be fair, it's not actually going to need a 12-inch manual, really, is it? Let's be honest. Right, folks. It looks as though it's just gone 1:15, so I think we'll officially make a start. I can see how you get words wrong, Alex, though. It's a bit dark in here. So, as always, we're going to start with round 1, 10 questions, and they are all on current affairs. So round 1 is called Hold the Front Page. Don't forget the 2020 Fandabby. I haven't got the cap. I haven't got the Fandabby hat. It doesn't work, unfortunately. So, question 1, hold the front page, and let's start. Question 1 is, there are 3, this was written before we knew about this Thursday. There are 3 tiers on the English lockdown system, but how many tiers have they introduced in Scotland? So there you go. Question 1, we've got 3 tiers on the English lockdown system, but how many do they have in Scotland? That's question 1. Question 2, the 7 stowaways who attempted to hijack an oil tanker off the coast of the Isle of Wight last week were of what nationality? So I'll repeat them all as I go along. So the 7 stowaways who attempted to hijack an oil tanker off the coast of the Isle of Wight last week were of what nationality? That's question 2. And question 3. When the BBC launched breakfast TV in 1983, who was the lead male anchor on the show? Now, that doesn't sound like Hold the Front Page, but in fact, he died last week at the age of 87. Hi, David and Joanne, welcome. If you've missed a couple of questions, I'll repeat them at the end of this round. Just let me know. So question 3 again. When the BBC launched breakfast TV in 1983, who was the lead male anchor on the show? He died last week at the age of 87. I have to say, I don't want to just be a promoter, but this lager is very pleasant. So next time you're down, well, the glass says Pardal. I'll find out what I'm actually drinking because that's very nice. Question 4. The audience for the opening of Strictly 2020 was made up of people from which profession? So question 4, the audience for the opening of Strictly 2020 was made up of people from which profession? So we've got the football here, Alex. You didn't need to go away. I can hear it. Question 5. A 3-time World Cup winner. Which Brazilian football legend celebrated his 80th birthday last week? So that's question 5. A 3-time World Cup winner. Which Brazilian football legend celebrated his 80th birthday last week? Now when I said I was going to get every word pronounced right, this is where it all might go wrong. Question 6. Tao Geoghegan Hart recently just became the second Briton to win which of cycling's Grand Tour events? You're spooling, Helen. Everybody else spooling? Have we got a problem now? Well, if anybody misses any questions, I'll come back to them if we have got a problem. So question 6 again. Tao Geoghegan Hart recently became just the second Briton to win which of cycling's Grand Tour events? Thanks, Pauline. Right, on the hope that most people... do you need Alex to say? No, I think I got it right. I don't know. It's a name. Question 7. Which ITV show hit the headlines last week when they posed the question, name something you put in your mouth but do not swallow? The contestant gave an answer which was bleeped out. Okay, so question 7. Which ITV show hit the headlines last week when they posed the question, name something you put in your mouth but do not swallow? And the contestant gave an answer which was bleeped out. And number 8, moving on to sport again. Lewis Hamilton has now won more Grand Prix races than any other driver. But whose record did he beat? That's number 8. Lewis Hamilton has now won more Grand Prix races than any other driver. But whose record did he beat? Number 9. Here's a strange one. Which of these, there's 2 options here. Which of these is a Canadian town which recently voted to change their name? Is it the town of Arsenic or the town of Asbestos? So, Which of these two towns is a Canadian town which recently voted to change their name? And it was either called Arsenic or Asbestos. And finally, on this round, question 10, 14 years after the original film, which infamous character is the star of the sequel subsequent movie film? And I want the character name. So 14 years after the original film, which infamous character is the star of the sequel subsequent movie film? And I want the character for that one, please. And I have to say, if I was at home doing that, I would be completely stuffed on that one, I think. So the sequel, subsequent movie film, which character is the star 14 years after the original? So that's the end of round one, which must mean a quick drink. And we will shoot straight on to round two. So, trying to sound like Alex, we have another 10 questions for you. Oh, I can't believe I've just seen what he's got printed at the beginning of the next. Okay, no, I'll come to that in a minute. So, round two, another 10 questions. And this time it is purely pot luck. So, question one of round two. Which range of hills previously under Syrian control has been occupied by Israel since 1967? And again, which range of hills previously under Syrian control has been occupied by Israel since 1967? Infamous. What? Okay. Question two. The fashion for wearing wristbands started in 2004 with a yellow gel band. Whose charity launched it? So, the tradition or the fashion for wearing wristbands started in 2004 with a yellow gel band. But which charity launched that first one? And question three. Oh, yes. What was the name of Roland Rat's little brother? Good question. What was the name of Roland Rat's little brother? That was question three. Stop me if I'm going too fast, because it's really hard to judge the pace when you've not done this before. If I'm okay, we'll carry on. Question four. Denise, Doris, Lorraine, Stedman, and Delroy were the 5 siblings which made up which band? Oh, I think there's a clue in the question there. Let's do this again. Denise, Doris, Lorraine, Stedman, and Delroy were the 5 siblings which made up which band? That's question 4, round 2. Question 5. What's the former name of the country now known as Belize? Nice short one. Question 5. What is the former name of the country now known as Belize? You know, this is really strange because at least when I'm teaching maths, I can see everybody's faces and they can talk back. This is peculiar. Question 6. To which legendary Greek poet are the Iliad and the Odyssey attributed? So that's your question 6. To which legendary Greek poet are the Iliad and the Odyssey attributed? And question 7, sport again. For which first-class county did Alan Lamb play cricket between 1978 and 1995? Which first-class county did Alan Lamb play cricket between 78 and 95? And let's look at question 8. It is who played Fagin in the 1960s film adaptation of Oliver? So who played Fagin in the 1960s film version of Oliver? Question 9. Ooh. In Cluedo, how many illustrated playing cards are there in total? In Cluedo, how many illustrated playing cards are there in total? Well, I hope this is going all right. It's really hard to tell. Cheers. One question left in this round. So question 10. Who was the guest on the Dire Straits track Money for Nothing? Who guested with Dire Straits on the track Money for Nothing? And that is the end of round 2. I'm assuming at this point the signal's good. Nobody's asked for a repeat. Please do if there's something you've missed out there. Just tell which round and which question, and I'll happily shout them again. But on the assumption that it's all going well, that's a bright light. On the assumption it's all going well, we will move on to round 3. Now, what I was laughing at a couple of minutes ago is that because this is the double trouble round where we have 2 clues that we smash together to get an answer with at least 3 words. Now, of course, as we know, every Tuesday night, Alex struggles to find a new example as to how this works. What we didn't know is that despite the fact that he actually gives the same example every week, he's got it written down in case he forgets it. Alex, you've actually got George Best Man written down on the top of this sheet. Now, if you can't remember that after coming up with it every week for 7 or 8 months, well, however, we're now looking for 2 clues combined to give an answer. And it says here, for example, legendary Northern Ireland and Manchester United footballer who assists the groom at a wedding would be George Best. Don't tell them my secret. I can't believe you actually got it written here. In big capital letters. Well, it actually says in big letters. It's the biggest thing on the sheet. George Best Man. That's, well, I want a new one next week. You're not getting away with that. I'm going to put a scribble through it so you can't read it. Right. Let's carry on with this round then. So, double trouble. 2 clues. Smash them together to get one answer of at least 3 words. And your first one is Catherine Zeta-Jones's husband who wrote The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So question 1, round 3, double trouble. Catherine Zeta-Jones's husband who wrote The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Okay, 2 answers there. Smash them together. Should give you 1. Okay, 2. Largest body of water features in a hit for the Lighthouse family. Largest body of, oh, yeah, just realized what that is. Largest body of water features in a hit for the Lighthouse family. You're right, David. It was George Best Man. Yeah. I can't believe it's printed. I'm not going to get over that. Question 3. Elland Road team oversees the world from its New York base. Okay. Number 3, Elland Road team oversees the world from its New York base. Oh, number 4, Acquitted Bombers were the backing singers for Frankie Valli. That's Acquitted Bombers were the backing singers for Frankie Valli. Clever. And number 5, Batman's alter ego was the ice hockey great one. Ooh. 5, Batman's alter ego was the ice hockey great one. And number 6, ITV Chaser forms part of a cheese-loving animated duo. Say that again when I clear my throat. ITV Chaser forms part of a cheese-loving animated duo. That was number 6. And number 7, drowned wife of Robert Wagner with the Latin name Columba Palumbus. Who wrote that one? Number 7, try that again. Drowned wife of Robert Wagner with the Latin name Columba Palumbus. It's quite a highbrow one, that one. Number 8, a blind singer who wrote... Oh, slow down again, right? Okay. Number 4 again. Sorry, I will slow down. Number 4 was Acquitted Bombers were the backing singers for Frankie Valli. That was number 4. Acquitted Bombers were the backing singers for Frankie Valli. I'll just run through the next couple again in case I'm getting slightly ahead. My apologies. Number 5 was Batman's alter ego was the ice hockey great one. Number 6 was the ITV Chaser forms part of a cheese-loving animated duo. And the number 7 was drowned wife of Robert Wagner with the Latin name Columba Palumbus. So that's Columba Palumbus. That's almost where we'd got to. I will go slightly slower. So number 8 again was the blind singer who wrote Great Expectations. Okay, so that brings us up to 8. Everybody okay? Nothing on chat, so I'll carry on. So number 9, the Run for the Roses as held at Pride Park. So that's number 9 is the Run for the Roses as held at Pride Park. Let me just get another drink at that. And the last one in that round, number 10, Book About Rabbits was a hit for Curiosity Killed the Cat. So the last one in that round was Book About Rabbits was a hit for Curiosity Killed the Cat. Right, let's have a look at some of those again. Obviously gone a little bit fast there. I've not done this before. Okay, so I've been asked for number 8 and number 3. A full run through. Again, Alison. Oh, dear. Right. Let's look at them again. Number 1. Catherine Zeta-Jones's husband, who wrote The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That was number 1. Catherine Zeta-Jones's husband, who wrote The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And then we had number 2, which was largest body of water features in a hit for the Lighthouse family. The largest body of water features in a hit for the Lighthouse family. Number 3 was Elland Road team oversees the world from its New York base. So say it again. Elland Road team oversees the world from its New York base. Number 4, that was the Acquitted Bombers, were the backing singers for Frankie Valli. 5 was, or is, Batman's alter ego was the ice hockey great one. 6 again is ITV Chaser forms part of a cheese-loving animated duo. Number 7, drowned wife of Robert Wagner with the Latin name Columba palumbus. Number 8 was the blind singer who wrote Great Expectations. Blind singer who wrote Great Expectations. Number 9 was the Run for the Roses, as held at Pride Park. The Run for the Roses, as held at Pride Park. And the last one in that round was Book About Rabbits was a hit for Curiosity Killed the Cat. You got them, Alison? Are we good? Because if we are, as always, going to go through our anagrams round. And as always, I will type them in the text as we're going. So, as always, we've got a theme. Can't remember what last week's was. But this week, the theme for the anagrams is Irish attractions. So we are looking for 5 Irish attractions. Okay? And as I'm saying them, I will type them in the text. The first one is want icy sausage. Want icy sausage. Okay, and that's going in the text. There. Want icy sausage. So these are all Irish attractions. Okay. Let's have a look at number 2. I'm going to type these in. Don't worry if I am going fast, because as always, I'm going to copy Alex's grand tradition and have a quick 5-minute break. Well, I'm going to try and talk the barman into another lager, to be honest. A quick 5-minute break while you have a think about these. So number 2 is bony antlers. B-O-N-E-Y. Oh, hello, I'm typing it wrong. Hang on. B-O-N-E-Y antlers. So that's number 2. And number 3 is Bee Wings Nursery. So number 3 looks like that. Bee Wings Nursery. All of these an Irish attraction. Number 4 is Thug Archer. So Thuggarcher. Thug Archer. And I'll give you the fifth one. You've got them all. And then we'll have a quick 5 minutes. I'm just going to go and try and obtain another glass of alcohol. And when I come back, if there are any questions that you've not picked up, I will happily go through them again. But the fifth one is Outrun Insane Mum. Outrun Insane Mum. Insane Mum. Outrun Insane Mum. So that's your round 4. Those are your 5 anagrams. They are all Irish attractions. And I'll be back in a couple of minutes' time.
Two more goals in the back. He's now scored in 4 successive matches for Liverpool. And he took the opportunity to grab the
I'll give you another couple of minutes. I did say, however, that I would let you know what I was drinking because it's very pleasant and it's Three Fiends. It's Three Fiends Lager, and very pleasant indeed. really good when you've got the answers in front of you. Okay, hopefully you've had a little bit of time. I was a little bit surprised they actually found 5 attractions in Ireland, should I say that? Then I looked at the answers and realised that they did struggle. Okay, that was the anagrams. We will now move on to round 5. And this is the round called I'll Have a Pee, Please, Bob. 5 questions, which simply are the initials, and we want to know what they stand for. So, round 5. Question 1. What AW relies on hydrostatic pressure to force water to the surface? I'll say that again. What AW relies on hydrostatic pressure to force water to the surface? Okay, that was question 1. And question 2 is, what WS is the Roman road that runs from London via St Albans to Wroxeter in Shropshire? I nearly said that. What WS is the Roman road that runs from London via St Albans to Wroxeter in Shropshire? That's question 2. Question 3, 3 letters. Which RAR does legend say built the city of Rome? So that's, which RAR does legend say built the city of Rome? Two more to come. So question 4, what YK, also known as the Day of Atonement, is the most important Jewish holy day? So what YK, also known as the Day of Atonement, is the most important Jewish holy day? Number 5, what BF is made with champagne and orange juice and is also the name of a pop group? What BF is made with champagne and orange juice and is also the name of a pop group? And those are your 5 questions in round 5. I'll have a pee, please, Bob. Okay, I am pretty sure, looking at the names in the chat box, that absolutely everybody on here tonight is totally familiar with the rules of the next round, but let's just run through just in case, because round 3 is the trivia trail. So we've got 10 more general knowledge questions. The only difference this time is that if you get the answer to question 1, the last letter of the answer is the first letter of the answer to question 2. So the last letter in question 2 is the first in question 3, and so on, which does help a little bit, because if you haven't got one of the questions, maybe you can get the one after and try working it backwards. So it's called the Trivia Trail. And if everybody's happy, here we go. Trivia Trail, question 1. In which country were couples allowed only one child by law from 1979 to 2015? Wow, didn't know it was that long. So question 1, in which country were couples allowed only one child by law from 1979 to 2015? So the way this round goes, if you've got the answer for that, take the last letter and that will start your next answer. Yeah. So question 2, what did H.G. Wells say was legalized lying? Question 2 is, what did writer H.G. Wells say was legalized lying? Fan-dabby-dozy. Oh, I said it, damn. So do I guess from this then that Alison is here and Andrew and Alex is here, but they're both using Alison's account? Is that how it's working? You have to explain that to me, because I'm told that Alex is actually away. So very confusing. Ah, yes. Oh, good. No, Chris has just had to explain that to me, because I got ever so confused. Anyway, we'll carry on. Question 3. Which English city tried to improve its image after the Fred and Rosemary West case came up with the slogan, easy to get to, hard to leave? What a good question. Which English city tried to improve its image after the Fred and Rosemary West case came up with the slogan, easy to get to, hard to leave? That's question 3. Question 4. Don't quite understand the question. Question 4. Question 4. In which Berkshire town... Ah, it's a misprint. Sorry, there's a misspelling here. Okay. This must mean to say, in which Berkshire town is Winslet Place, named after actress Kate Winslet? Sorry, slightly confused. There's a misprint on there. The actual question says, in which Berkshire town in Winslet Place? Well, that doesn't make any sense. In which Berkshire town is Winslet Place, named after actress Kate Winslet? That makes more sense. That was question 4. In which Berkshire town is Winslet Place? Question 5. What is the title of the film that features a young South American who goes for a trial at Newcastle United? So number 5, I want the title of the film that features a young South American who goes for a trial at Newcastle United. Okay. Straight on from that is number 6. Quite simply, in which city is the UK's largest cathedral? So, in which city is the UK's largest cathedral? And number 7, according to the saying, he who hesitates is what? Fill in the missing word. According to the saying, he who hesitates is what? So number 8 on that one. The members, number 8, the members of ZZ Top were all born in which US state? The members of ZZ Top were all born in which US state? And as a bonus point, how have they voted today? No, not really. I should have made this a Trump-free zone. Let's forget I said that. Number 9. In which film starring John Travolta, Hugh Jackman, and Halle Berry is a computer hacker hired to steal government funds? Let's do that one again. In which film starring John Travolta, Hugh Jackman, and Halle Berry is a computer hacker hired to steal government funds? And finally, for the trivia trail, question 10. Okay. What is the term for the side opposite the right angle in a triangle? I've actually been teaching improper fractions and mixed numbers tonight, so that didn't come into tonight's lesson, but it will. So question 10, what is the term for the side opposite the right angle in a triangle? And that's your trivia trail. Now, we are at round 7, which of course is the interactive one, where we are looking to identify a person. So this is the round where I'm going to be looking for you to declare at the appropriate point. And I'll be honest, if anybody declares on 10 points tonight, then you really ought to be on mastermind, but we shall see. So the rules are as always. We are looking for a person, and I can tell you that tonight we are looking for a sportsman. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clues. I'm going to read them from the top to the bottom. The first is the most difficult, then they get a little bit easier as we go along. And I want you to type, as always, declared or declare in the text box here, in the chat box, as soon as you think you have the answer. But don't forget, once you have declared, you are locked into that answer. You cannot change your answer once you've declared. If you declare on clue 1, you are going to earn yourself 10 points. So, for 10 points, don't forget we're looking for a sportsman. And for 10 points, all I can tell you is he was born in Dudley, Worcestershire in 1954. That's all you're going to get. For your 10 marks, we are looking for a sportsman, and he was born in Dudley, Worcestershire in 1954. You have about 10 seconds left for anybody who wishes to declare before I start my next clue. I thought not. Nobody wants to be that brave tonight. I really didn't think you would with that. I sneaked a look at the answer and I thought, yeah. Okay, clue 2 for 8 points. During his playing career, his clubs included Tampa Bay Rowdies, Huddersfield, and Limerick. So that's clue 2 for 8 points. So clue 1, he was born in Dudley, Worcestershire in 1954. Clue 2, during his playing career, his clubs included Tampa Bay Rowdies, Huddersfield, and Limerick. So, Alison Bray has put declare. Now, whether that's Alison Bray Alison or Alison Bray Alex, I haven't a clue. But one of them has declared. Mr. Cartwright is declaring on 8 points. That's a good score. Alison Royal. So that's Alison Royal who can't type. Alison has declared on 8. Okay. David has declared. Anybody else want to have a go at that? So, Pauline's declared. Well done, Alison. That's far better. Going to expect better from teachers. Want the spelling right. Okay, we have a few declareds on 8 points there. For the rest of you then, first clue was he was born in Dudley, Worcestershire in 1954. Clue 2, during his playing career, his clubs were Tampa Bay Rowdies, Huddersfield, and Limerick. Clue 3 for 6 points, BBC Panorama implicated him and his son in a documentary about taking bungs from agents. I'll read that again when I get my voice back. I agree, Alison. I've been on the front line myself all day. It has been a long day. Let me read that again with a voice. So for 6 points, the third clue, BBC Panorama implicated him and his son in a documentary about taking bungs from agents. And the Bardsleys have declared on that one. Anybody else want to go for the 6 points? I don't know who's left, to be honest with you. Oh, 1 or 2 still to go. Okay. Let's run through them again. 10 points. Born in Dudley, Worcestershire, 54. He played for Tampa Bay Rowdies, Huddersfield and Limerick. He was implicated in a documentary about taking bungs from agents. For 4 points, the clubs he has managed include Blackpool, Notts County, Bolton, and Everton. So for 4 points, the clubs he has managed include Blackpool, Notts County, Bolton, and Everton. Has everybody already declared, or anybody want to have a go at that one? And finally, clue 5 for 2 points. He is known as Big Sam and briefly managed England in 2016. So last run through the clues. Born in Dudley, Worcestershire in 1954. He played for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, Huddersfield and Limerick. The Panorama program implicated him in a documentary about taking bungs. He has managed Blackpool, Notts County, Bolton and Everton. And known as Big Sam, he briefly managed England in 2016. And Helen and Robert have declared at that. And that's it. Phew. Got through without a major disaster, I think, there. So I'll give you a couple of minutes there just to get your heads together, just to have a spin around, check out anything. If you want anything shouting out again, please let me know. I don't know whether I've been fast or slow, to be honest with you. What is it? 9:05, so okay. But that is it for the questions tonight. So, I don't know how Alex manages this, but personally, I'm going to tear the answers off so I can compare the two. Is everybody fine? Nobody. If nobody says no, I'll assume that you are, and I'm going to crack on and go straight through the answers. Okay, so let's go back to round one. Hold the front page and run our way through these. Question one, 3 tiers in the English lockdown system. How many in Scotland? There are 5 tiers in Scotland. So if you think it's bloody confusing in England, just think how they're working it out at the moment. There are 5 tiers in the Scottish lockdown system. Question 2, the 7 stowaways who attempted to hijack the tanker on the Isle of Wight, they were all Nigerian. So question 2, Nigerian. Question 3, the male anchor on the BBC Breakfast TV in 1983 was Frank Boff. Frank Boff is the answer to question 3. The audience for the opening of Strictly 2020 was made up of people from, it says which profession, so I'll accept medical, but the answer is they're all NHS workers. Excuse me, the voice is going again. As Alison will tell you, when you speak into classrooms all day, at the end of the day, you get this. Question 5. The legendary footballer celebrating his 80th birthday was, of course, Pelé. And question 6. Tyler Hart, I'm missing his middle name out, recently became the 2nd Briton to win the Giro d'Italia. The Giro d'Italia. Question 7, name something you put in your mouth but do not swallow was featured in Family Fortunes. And question 8, Lewis Hamilton has now won more Grand Prix races than Michael Schumacher. And the Canadian town for number 9 who voted to change their name was the town, would you believe it, of Asbestos. Where the hell did they get that? A town of Asbestos. Okay. 14 years after the original film, which infamous, oh, is that what you were trying to tell me, Helen, earlier on? Yes, infamous, thank you. Character is the star of the sequel's subsequent movie film. It's Borat. The answer to that is Borat. So those are questions 1 to 10, round 1. Question 2. Which range of hills has been occupied by Israel since 1967? The Golan Heights. The fashion for wearing wristbands started in 2004 with a yellow gel band. Whose charity launched it? Lance Armstrong. Okay, that seemed like a random one, but Lance Armstrong's charity launched the yellow gel band. Question 3, what's the name of Roland Rat's little brother? Reggie. Reggie Rat is Roland's little brother. I did say there was a clue in the question. Denise, Doris, Lorraine, Stedman and Delroy were the 5 siblings which were made up which band? It was Five Star. Number 5, what's the former name of the country now known as Belize? It was the British Honduras before it was Belize. To which legendary Greek poet are the Iliad and the Odyssey attributed is Homer. And question 7, Alan Lamb played cricket for Northamptonshire. And I remember going and seeing him play. Number 8, who played Fagin in Oliver in the 60s film? It was Ron Moody. Number 9, in Cluedo, how many illustrated playing cards are there? 21. And if you want the breakdown, there are 6 people, 6 weapons, and 9 rooms. So 21 in total. Who guested with Dire Straits on the track Money for Nothing? It was Sting. He was the one who sang I Want My MTV, I think, if I remember rightly. So number 10 was Sting. Okay, let's try this double trouble George Best man round. Still can't believe he's got it printed. And question 1. Oops, hang on, my laptop's doing things. Question 1. Catherine Zeta-Jones' husband, who wrote The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Michael Douglas Adams. Of course it is. Excuse me a sec. I don't know whether it's healthy to gargle with lager, but I think as I feel as though I could. Question 2. The largest body of water features in a hit for the Lighthouse family, Pacific Ocean Drive. Pacific Ocean and Ocean Drive, Pacific Ocean Drive. Question 3. Elland Road team oversees the world from its New York base is Leeds United Nations. Leeds United, United Nations. Number 4. Acquitted Bombers were the backing singers for Frankie Valli, the Guildford Four Seasons. Guildford Four Seasons. Number 5. Batman's alter ego was the ice hockey great one, Bruce Wayne Gretzky. Bruce Wayne and Wayne Gretzky, bang them together. Number 6, the ITV Chaser forms part of a cheese-loving animated duo, Sean Wallace and Gromit. Sean Wallace and Gromit. Number 7, the drowned wife of Robert Wagner with a Latin name Columba Palumbus, Natalie Wood Pigeon. The Columba Palumbus is a wood pigeon. Natalie Wood Pigeon. Number 8, the blind singer who wrote Great Expectations, Ray Charles Dickens. Ray Charles Dickens. Number 9, the Run for the Roses, as held at Pride Park, is the Kentucky Derby County. Kentucky Derby and Derby County. And the book about rabbits was a hit for Curiosity Killed the Cat, Watership Down to Earth. Watership Down to Earth. Okay, let's move on to your anagrams then. Round 4, we're looking for Irish attractions. And the first one was Want Icy Sausage, and that was the Giant's Causeway. Number 2, Bony Antlers, Blarney Stone. The Bony Antlers is the Blarney Stone. Number 3, B Wings Nursery, Guinness Brewery. The Guinness Brewery. Know it well. Number 4, Thug Archer. That is the Curragh, if I've said that right. Curragh. I confess I don't know it. The Curragh. And number 5, Outrun Insane Mum, is the Mourne Mountains. The Mourne Mountains. Okay, so we've got Giant's Causeway, Blarney Stone, Guinness Brewery, the Curragh, and Mourne Mountains. Round 5, I'll have a pee please Bob. Which AW relies on hydrostatic pressure to force water to the surface? That is an artesian well. An artesian well. What WS is the Roman road? We are looking for Watling Street. The famous Watling Street. What RAR does legend say built the city of Rome? The answer to that is Romulus and Remus. Romulus and Remus. Number 4, what YK is also known as the Day of Atonement, the important Jewish holy day, excuse me, Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur. And number 5, BF, Champagne Orange Juice, also a pop group, Bucks Fizz. So number 5 is Bucks Fizz. Okay, We are looking at round 6, the trivia trail. And we first asked which countries were allowed couples only one child. The answer to that one is, of course, China. Although I've been amazed it was for so many years, but China. Question 2, what did writer H.G. Wells say was legalized lying? He was talking about advertising. Advertising is legalized lying. Which English city tried to improve its image after the Fred and Rosemary case? It was Gloucester. The city of Gloucester tried to improve its image. And number 4, in which Berkshire town is Winslet Place, named after Kate Winslet? It's in Reading. It's in Reading. Give me a sec. It is very pleasant, though. What is the title of the film that features a young South American, so we're on number 5, who goes for a trial at Newcastle United? It is simply called Goal. Goal. Which city has the UK's largest cathedral? They're just mean because they've also got 2. It's Liverpool. Liverpool have the largest cathedral. According to the saying, number 7, he who hesitates is lost. He who hesitates is lost. And the members of ZZ Top, they were all born in Texas. They're all Texans. Number 9, the film with John Travolta, Hugh Jackman and Halle Berry about a computer hacker. That one, which starts with a big explosion, if I remember, is Swordfish. Great film, Swordfish. And number 10, well, if I got this one wrong, I think I'd have lost my job. What is the term for the side opposite the right angle in a triangle? A hypotenuse, of course. A hypotenuse. Okay, so the last round, who, what, where, when, we were looking for a sportsman, and 10 points, we said he was born in Dudley in 1954, that he played for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, Huddersfield and Limerick for 8 points. He was implicated about taking bungs for 6 points, managed Blackpool, Notts County, Bolton and Everton, and known as Big Sam. We were looking, of course, for Mr. Sam Allardyce, Big Sam Allardyce. So that is it for the main quiz. Obviously, we've got the tiebreaker to come, but now's your chance to post your scores. We have nobody in-house to compete with, so it is a straightforward battle for an online champion tonight. Alice, well, one of the Alison Brays, since Alex has adopted the name for the night. Alison has claimed 39. Oh, it must be a tough one tonight. Robert's got 18. The Spaniards scored a meager 27. Maybe it's the way I've read the questions. Oh, hang on, I've got somebody from work trying to message me right over the scores. Okay. Barnsley's 37. So one of the Alison Brays is in the lead so far. I'm assuming that's Alison Royal. Helen's got 36. Is anybody going to jump in and take the lead from Alison? Oh, team effort. Okay. So Alison's got a team. And Helen's all by myself. Eric Carmen. Good single. David, 28. 28 from David. Right. David Cartwright's got 28 again. Does that mean you got 56 then? That's a good score, 56, 2 28s. And Alex is actually texting me Sam Allardyce. Yeah. That's David's age. I have no idea how old David is. 56. Okay, a young lad then. So at the moment, we have the team effort with Alison in the lead with 39. Have we got anybody else to declare a score? Anybody still adding up? I'll give you another 30 seconds and a minute. Good grief. It looks as though I'm going to have to declare Alison the winner in a second. Right, so 10, 9, 8. Yeah, you're right, Alison. It's actually hurting around the rib cage to actually announce this. It must pain you to say. I'm going to have to say it, though. Please, somebody, help me out here. Has anybody beaten the 39? Got a sweat on. Going to have to declare this. Okay. Keep smiling. 39 points. Tonight's winner. Absolutely fat. She can't count. Do you know, I've wondered about that for weeks, whether she actually is able to count the scores up, but let's not go there tonight. The winner tonight, well done, Alison, team efforts, 39 points. Oh, yes, because I've not been taking part. Well, obviously, yeah, that would have made a difference. No, well done, Alison, 39 is the winning score tonight. So what's the phrase that Alex uses? This bit is just for shits and giggles, I think is what he says. It is time for the number crunch. We are being two-digit numbers in class, Toady. Don't call me Toady. That's not nice. I might look a bit like a frog, but calling me Toady is just rude. Okay? Ah, dear, the things you put up with. Where do I get these people? Today. Oh, okay. I'll let you off that. Right. Let's do the number crunch before this falls into farce. 3 numbers we need to add together. And as soon as you can, I want you to put your answers on the text, please. And the 3 numbers are, firstly, please add together the number, where do they get these from? The number of pages in the book White Teeth by Zadie Smith. Okay, the number of pages in the book White Teeth by Zadie Smith. Add that to the highest chart position for White Skies by Sunscreen. Another spelling mistake, Sunscreen. And finally, add that to the year that Barry White was born. So the number of pages in the book White Teeth by Zadie Smith, the highest chart position for White Skies by Sunscreen, and the year in which Barry White was born. Let's have you saying I'm stupid on my own. Seriously, would I dare do that? I was just trying to claim that Alison wouldn't have been the winner had we been together, dear. Oh, God. That's my pizza burnt tonight. Oh, well. Andrew says 1,798. Robert is coming up with 2222. That's a good number. Bardsley's 2257. Alex 2149. David has got 2372. And Alison is going for 2164. Let me just run down those so I can figure out. You got a number, Helen? Not come up with a number yet? Oh, Helen's not coming up with a number. I'll give her another second. Otherwise, I'm going to disqualify her. Pizza in the oven or not. Ooh, I am in trouble if I don't accept her answer. Actually, this is serious. This is a possible marital issue we have here. I haven't got an answer from Helen, and I'm going to give the answer. Come on, dear, please answer. 2489. Okay, 2489. And we've got two. I'm trying to work out who's the closest here. I can see why Alex has issues now. So let's look at the answer first, then I'll try and work out who the winner is. The number of pages in White Teeth by Zadie Smith is 448. The highest chart position for White Skies is number 25. And Barry White was born in 1944. So if you add those together, you get 2417. Now, Helen is 72 away. Now, Alex, so let's have a look at this. We've got David Cartwright on 2372. So 2372. I've actually got a calculator. I'm not taking any risks here. Minus 2417. He's only 45 away. So I have to give the championship for that one to David. David Cartwright is only 45 away. Some good scores there, actually. You're all pretty close. But I've got to give that to David. Well done, David. So, Alison Royal wins the quiz. See, I'm smiling as I said it. Look, I am smiling. Cheating. What, you've been cheating, Alison? Well, who would have thought? That's terrible. So we got two winners. Well, Alison for the quiz and David for the number crunch. That is it from me. And there's nobody in the pub, so there's no bullseye game on tonight. So, with a calculator. Yeah, I'm trying to run a quiz at the same time and things. I hope that was all right, folks. Yeah, I think I'm out of practice for this stuff, but we'll maybe see you again at some point. Thankfully, I am now teaching evenings inside the college rather than from home, so I won't be able to come and do the quiz other than at holiday time. So, Alex, if I've done okay and you want some cover during the school holidays, I'll come and play again. I hope that's been all right, everybody. My voice is just about gone. So I am going to say have a great week. We are back with the very, very professional Alex next Tuesday night. And I'll be on the other end of the screen trying again as always. And have a great week. We'll see you next week. Thank you very much and good night.